Welcome to another breathtaking aerial journey over western North Carolina. Today we're soaring above Lake Louise Park, a scenic gem in the heart of Weaverville, North Carolina, just minutes from Asheville. This tranquil lake and its surrounding park have been a community treasure for over a century. Join us for a 15-minute adventure as we uncover its rich history and capture its beauty from the sky with our DJI Mini 4 Pro. Lake Louise Park's history begins in the early 20th century, when it was created as a recreational haven for workers at a local cotton mill in Weaverville. Built around a man-made 5-acre lake, the park was a gift to the community, offering a place for families to gather, fish, and relax amidst the rolling hills of Reems Creek Valley. Named after Louise Moore, the daughter of a prominent local family, the lake quickly became the focal point for Weaverville's social life, hosting picnics, church outings, and early 4th of July celebrations. By the mid-20th century, the town of Weaverville took ownership, transforming Lake Louise into a public park. Over the decades, the park evolved with additions like a walking trail, picnic shelters, and a playground, while preserving its historic charm, including a picturesque water wheel, which was recently destroyed by Hurricane Helene, that nods at the town's milling heritage. In 2023, the playground was revamped with a $237,000 investment, introducing modern equipment and accessibility features like ramps for those with limited mobility. Today, the 15.5-acre park is maintained by the town's Public Works Department and serves as a hub for community events, for summer concerts to the annual 4th of July fireworks display, a tradition that draws crowds from across Buncombe County. Lake Louise remains a symbol of Weaverville's commitment to preserving nature and fostering community spirit. Lake Louise Park is more than just a scenic spot. It's the soul of Weaverville, a town of about 3,120 people nestled in the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's known for its vibrant Main Street artisanal shops and Appalachian charm. Weaverville finds a gathering place in Lake Louise. Families flock to the playground. Anglers cast lines for sunfish and largemouth bass, and walkers loop the 0.7-mile trail, soaking in the views of the lake and distant peaks. The park hosts events like the Weaverville Art Safari and Summer Music Series, where local musicians perform on nearby stages, echoing the town's cultural heritage tied to bluegrass and folk tradition. The park's proximity to Weaverville's Community Center, home to the Dry Ridge Historical Museum and Weaverville Center for Creative and Healthy Living, ties it to the town's educational and cultural fabric. Its historic water wheel, like I said, which was recently destroyed by Hurricane Helene, and the small waterfall tucked across Lakeshore Drive connect visitors to Weaverville's milling past, while the lake's fountain, abundant wildlife in the form of ducks and geese and herons add to the serene backdrop. For residents and visitors alike, Lake Louise is a place to unwind, celebrate, and connect with the natural beauty of western North Carolina. Now, let's take flight and explore the Lake Louise Park from angles that only a drone can capture. Our DJI Mini 4 Pro will sweep over the shimmering lake, the vibrant playground, and the historic water wheel area which was recently destroyed by Hurricane Helene, revealing the heart of Weaverville against the stunning Blue Ridge Mountains. Get ready for a visual journey that showcases the park's timeless allure. Okay, we've taken off and we're about 20 feet in elevation above the water level there. We're headed over Lake Louise towards the very elegant fountain. As we get closer to the fountain, we kind of drop in altitude a little bit to get a little bit better take on it. We're going to squeeze up by here and try to go by. Off in the background, you see the cars going by. You see the boat ramp back there. Now we pan left just a little bit to face the fountain. And you see the trees in the background. And the traffic back there, it's just still coming, isn't it? And you can see people off in the distance walking on the little trail that goes around for about 0.7 miles. We're getting a good elevation now at about 150 feet above the fountain. We're going to do us a nice little orbit here. But first, we're going to take a nosedive a little bit closer to the fountain. You see a bird flying by there. Now we start our orbit. Now, as we come around towards the south side, look at the beautiful reflection in the lake as we come around the backside. It's almost like a sundial, isn't it? See somebody else running on the path down there? While Lake Louise is a very small lake, it's very wholesome, and there's a lot to do there in such a small area. But we also got to be really careful for all those power lines and stuff that are down there as well. So we go a little bit higher up, and we're on the backside now after the orbit. You can see that you get a full view of the lake there. We're going to swoop down just a little bit and do something else for you. We're going to go to the east side, and if you look back in the back in the top left right now, you'll see what they call Hamburg Mountain. It's a very beautiful mountain. The top of it was chopped off when I was young, and they started building houses up there. Hamburg Mountain is very prominent in the town of Weaverville. Now we're going to come down a little bit. We're going to end up over here near one of the picnic areas. They have lots of picnic tables and stuff here. So off from the picnic area, now you see the playground, and you can notice that there are kids of all ages out there, and they seem to be having lots of fun. This was the one they renovated not too long ago, so it's fairly new. Now we're going to go back to the lake there. We're going to look at the sign that says Lake Louise, and it tells a few things about the lake. And as you can see, the fountain is prominent in the background. That's just such a beautiful sight. Nobody can say that's an ugly sight, I guarantee you that. Now we're going to take on a little altitude here and go to the other side of the park again. We're going to go way up high now. If you look in the background, that is the beautiful Blue Ridge skies for which the channel is named. We're going to come back down here take a real quick look at the some of the exercise equipment. Off to the right, you see another picnic area. More people in the background walking on the walking trail. Right there you see a little outdoor cook grill, so you can cook you some hamburgers or hot dogs on that thing when you come down here. Lots of traffic on the road going by. We're going to go under the trees here and go over to the edge of the lake again and kind of sneak out there. I believe there are some fishermen on the bank. Yeah, you can do fishing in Lake Louise. In fact, I remember my dad's stepfather took me and my brother down there doing some fishing one time. Long ago. We were using cane poles. It was just an old piece of cane and a string and a hook. And I think we did have a little float on it. You see them off in the distance there. Now we'll go a little bit higher and get over this and get another grand view of the beautiful Blue Ridge skies in the background. I just can't get enough of that. We're going to fly back over the fountain again, and we're going to go to the little neighborhood over there where they have apartments. This is something they've built fairly recently, so I don't know much about those, but everything in that area is becoming well developed. As you can see, we're taking on more altitude. We're going to get a full 360 view here of the surrounding area. I think we're at our altitude limit now, about 350, close to 400 feet off the ground. You can see some of the manufacturing facilities in the area and the housing and everything that has really come in the past 20 years. That is the community center right there for Weaverville. And as we come back around, the lake comes back into view again in the little neighborhood in the back. Way in the distance you can see Interstate 26 headed north. We're back down on the ground now. We're going to pan around and take another look at the playground there. Now back in the distance you can see our wonderful American flag with some monuments around it. I think now is a good time to go over there and take a little closer look. Obviously honoring our country and our flag, those monuments stand right beside Old Glory. So I think we'll get a nice aerial orbit of the flag. No video that has a flag would be complete without a full 360 orbit, so you can see all directions and just observe what is in the area of our prominent flag. Well. Now we've come towards the end of the video. What we're doing is we have left the lake area and we've gone down to the area where the old water wheel used to be that was destroyed by Hurricane Helene. You can't get down in there, and people aren't supposed to cross the line, but nobody said anything about a drone. So we're going to try to get down here and sneak a peek and see what the area looks like where the old water wheel was. Got to be real careful there because we don't want to hit any kind of trees in there. Lots of trees and stuff down there. It's kind of, I'm still getting used to flying this particular drone, and I just don't want to hit anything. You can see off in the background we have the waterfall there, which at one point in time turned that water wheel for the knitting mill that was right there. That was a long time ago in the early 1900s that thing worked. But they did have it on display right here, right in the area we're approaching now, until the hurricane destroyed it. And I do understand they're rebuilding the water wheel so they can put it back. So I guess that brings us to the end of the video. We're going to head on off out of here, and we're going to head back to the car. And I really, truly appreciate all of you for being here with me today on the video, and I hope you had a good time and enjoyed what you saw and inspired you to go on out to Lake Louise. It's a good day's fun for the family. You can fish, you can have a cookout, you can do whatever, and it's a very beautiful setting. So we're going to fly on up here and get back to the car and get ready to head to the house. So I hope everybody has a wonderful afternoon, a wonderful morning, whatever it may be where you're at. And we'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave some messages about what you'd like to see in this area in western North Carolina. There's old Gino. Gino Preps. Signing off. See you next time.
Under blue red skies, we take to the air, show wings spread wide, no worries or care, flying high, discovering secrets below. Gino from Blue Ridge Skies. Old Gino Preps fans, you're still family. Drop those prepping questions in the comments anytime. Hit like and subscribe for the latest aerial adventures, updates on gear and spots. And don't forget to suggest your favorite places for us to explore next. Let's soar together!